Hey, beautiful souls. I just want to chat, about society and, people and their ability to love in the world. There's a lot of haters around. We all have them. I'm going to play with the cards. That's what I do. And sometimes it really breaks your heart because if you're not a hater, or you don't think you're a hater, it sucks, Like, oh, okay, well, why don't they only want good things for me? I only want good things for them. And I think there's a couple different sides to that, when you look at somebody and you care about them and you're judging them from a place of love, per se, you're looking at their situation and you do want them to succeed, in your heart. Yeah, woohoo, go you, actually go you. That's so fucking awesome. You're so supportive. You want everyone to do well in the world, who wants to see somebody hurting or struggling? And then they're doing great, or they start to do those things, and at that point I feel like the collective society's perspectives start to change, and now they're still boasting and maintaining that they care, and they're supporting the other person and love them as much as they said before, but aren't showing it anymore. It's easy to say something, right? But I just want to help, queens fixing the queen's crowns, all that shit that people say, because we should be supporting each other, all of us, not just, women on women, but everybody collectively should be just so supportive of one another. Everyone would be doing so much better, right? If they actually had that genuine support in their heart for other people. But I think that the majority of people are struggling, and no, not that I think that, it's what's happening in the world, collectively, right? You think that, and some people do have themselves convinced, that they care about other people. But then when their actions show that they clearly, don't, because who's negatively just why are you tearing people down? What's going on there? And so people are so much so in denial of their own shit, this lack of awareness. So they might even believe that, they're not jealous, they're not a jelly monster, they're not coming from a place of insecurity, right? Or they're not coming from a place that's not from a place of love. They're coming from a place of genuine care always. But that's just because they're in denial, right? Of their own issues, of their own insecurities. So it's like that full circle thing. Their jealousy and their hate for people that they care about, which is really shitty, stems from inner wounding, right? Them witnessing things in these people that they're jealous of, even if they're not conscious of the fact that they're jealous, they're triggered, right? So maybe they actually thought they wanted that person to do well, their friend to do well, for example, but then they're doing well, and so they can't resonate with that anymore. That person is now intimidating, so now that person's making their friends making them feel inferior when how fair is that? How fair is it that the person feeling inferior now and is letting that affect your friendship, relationship, whatever it is? Now, both people are feeling like shit. One's feeling not supported at all, or whatever, right? Just the genuine consensus, whatever, yeah, nobody gives a fuck, everyone's selfish. And the other person that reacted that way, I don't know, how are they feeling? They need to love themselves. Maybe they think that you love yourself too much. But I think that's why there's this need, right, for this self-awareness, because otherwise that's kind of where these relationships or dynamics or friendships all just end and dissipate, right? Whatever. It's not worth the effort. This person's too annoying. This person's too cool. This person's too boasty. This person's too narcissistic. This person's too arrogant. This person's too vain. Whatever. But in reality, it's that I still don't want to face any shit. I don't want to face my shit. I don't want to face their shit. And that's a straight up lack of love, lack of care. It's genuine societal narcissism. And so I guess the more awareness that we can spread on this, right? The people that are just kind of like consistently trapped in that hamster wheel of negativity, you know, the better for everybody. Because, like, how else can we really change that on a collective level, right? Like, one, lead by example, but two, trying to shed more awareness on the fact that society as a collective is kind of selfish, right? And bred this into these younger generations that we're now like, whoa, these little assholes. Well, we raise these little assholes, you know? All right. Let's get you guys a beautiful card just to end this message. What can I leave you with? Pure intent. Right? When your intentions are pure, everybody benefits, you know? It's so much creative power with pure intention. Everybody wins. I'm seeing, like, even though it's not the right shape at all, I was seeing like vortex mathematics in my head. Like the 3 and the 6 oscillating, right? The 9 at the top. Just love each other. You know? Don't be so quick to throw everything away. The value really is in the repair, right? Rupture and repair. Things that you value, don't just dwell in the woulda, shoulda, coulda. Just do, you know? And do it with love. Love you, beautiful souls.